5 o'clock.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's fun. I've done very few of these.
It's all about face. Amy's fading into the background. We can't figure out how to get.
I know, that's why we had to get rid of ours, because my hat would stay.
Yeah, it's like the picture in Back to the Future where he slowly starts to fade.
Like, don't eat Amy.
Okay, it's 7:01.
Fashionably late.
That's all right. That's all right. Doug's doing what he needs to do.
1 minute.
Mad clapping right into happy birthday.
Yeah. Clapping, hollering, woo! You know, the woo.
And barking.
Barking, yes.
Serious.
Oh.
You should hold this up, Darren. Or is it just too close? Let's get it back.
Matt, I don't think I've commented on that strong look that you're sporting right now. That's really nice. It's a good look for you.
Matt, I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah.
That wig.
It's a good head.
The only problem is you can't see it with the trees in the background.
No, we see it.
You see it all right.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, hard to miss.
That was his Bill Clinton wig for one retreat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here you go.
Oh.
Hey!
Ah!
Where is she?
Yell again.
Hey, Sam. Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Gilligan, how you
He can't hear
doing?
you.
Connecting.
Hey, Gilligan.
Connected to audio. He can't hear us yet.
Doug makes a hell of a Gilligan, doesn't he?
Hey, Doug.
That's super strong.
What's the little Gilligan song?
Yeah. You want to switch seats and just see if it changes?
Come on.
Come on, Doug.
Come on.
Come on, Doug. Need you, buddy.
We see you.
Come on, Gilligan.
Come on, Gilligan, you can do this.
You know how sad that would be?
A 3-hour tour.
Where's Trudy?
Because we can't hear you.
It seems like it's taking abnormally long.
Kenny. Look at Kenny.
What?
I said, look at Kenny.
There's Doug.
Yeah.
Well, now you got us stuck. All right, here we go.
You bring her out.
Where is she?
need an extension cord.
Okay, you got to do
Extension cord.
Heard extension cord.
Doug works in tech.
Nice.
You turn it up.
Oh.
They do live near Piedmont.
Gilligan.
Oh, sure. Sure has to be down.
Randall.
Look at Eric. A meme. Yeah.
Let's
I am recording. Hey, Doug.
I feel like he can't see us.
I don't think he can hear us.
Doug seems confused.
I know.
That's not a good Doug face.
Then you gotta let us be.
It's not really not. Can you hear us?
I thought I heard them for a second. I thought I heard Trudy talking.
I thought I heard Trudy
I definitely
too.
heard Doug. Yeah.
You know what, guys? We're running the meeting and it doesn't show his microphone. It just shows. But maybe he has this.
I thought he said he needed an extension cord.
That's what I heard. I heard extension cord. I'm like, oh God.
Why do you need an extension cord for Zoom?
He can Zoom on his phone, right?
I'm just gonna text him to dial in to the audio instead of trying to do it through the computer.
Exactly.
Maybe.
That's what he needs. He's got computer microphone issues.
He's not going to look at it.
Just for the record, Doug works from home full time. So,
I know.
so this raises major questions in my mind.
I also wasn't
I'm kidding out. He's like, he doesn't work in IT, but he does work from home.
No, there's still no audio.
I'm deeply concerned about his profession.
Y'all, what should I text him about it?
How about calling him, sweetie?
I already texted him. I texted
Oh,
him.
you did? Okay, good.
He's like, he can't see us.
No, she texted him.
He needs to be able to see us.
He doesn't want to be bugged right now, but he should get out and get back in. Because if he's going to sit there and methodically try to fix it,
It's like, it makes it look like they're moving.
Jump on the phone.
Oh yeah, just somebody call him.
maybe he can hear us because he's making like, look at that smile face.
I know. Can you hear us?
Oh, there he is. Look.
Who's that?
You're welcome.
That might be his audio.
You're welcome.
That's nobody. It doesn't.
Thanks, thanks.
Stone Doxon back
This is seamless. Thank you so much.
All right, well then.
This is turning out a
There we go.
Okay.
Hey,
I jumped a gun.
Down in your pocket.
no, it's over here.
Stand up and hold it. Stand up and hold it. Hold it away, hold it away.
Right there. Here.
Oh,
Talk to us, Doug.
Hi.
Testing.
come on in.
He's not communicating with us at all.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Birthday, dear Trudy.
Happy birthday to you.
Birthday to you.
The most messed up things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, happy New Year.
Off the chain.
Cheers.
Kenny, over the top. Over the top. Trudy!
And we love Doug is good. It's quite the look.
Hell of a Gilligan. Hell of a Gilligan.
Gilligan.
You guys gonna have a little 3-hour tour fun later?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hello.
We like
3-minute tour.
Ah,
So Doug already had this shirt in his wardrobe. and the hat. And the glasses, of course.
No,
You're
we're
Oh,
gonna work.
he's a fan.
Blends in.
Just
So guys, I'm here to tell you, green hat is not the answer.
No, that just went away, Randall.
hey, Trudy.
Yeah.
I have a gift for you. You ready?
Come this way, Parker.
Yes. There it was. You're welcome.
Some inappropriate.
You're so welcome.
Say hi
Hey,
to
there are kids on this call, Kenny. There are kids on this call.
Yeah, we need to clean up our act. Right.
there's Betsy.
Yeah, I think the on that 7 o'clock call would be prime time.
Hello.
Hi, darling.
Oh, hey.
Birthday party, 50th birthday party.
Incredible. So who's on the phone, though?
Yeah, who's
But that's you.
Oh, that's you guys.
Doug.
Audio.
Oh, I love it.
What's your audio, Doug?
Betsy, Kenny looks classy, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yep. Kenny, what do you have on bottom there?
Not a thing.
Hey, let's don't get into that. We don't need to get into that. We don't need to know.
Not a thing.
Trudy, tell us how your birthday's been. How's
I
your
think we
birthday
need
been?
a round robin of everyone talking individually so that we can see the costumes with an explanation of the costumes.
For the
Why
birthday
don't you tell
girl.
us about your day first?
Yeah, tell us about your day.
Well, I logged 22,000 steps.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Walk to the History Center?
I walked at History Center. I walked to Mom's with Elias and brought her back over here. She is socially distancing in our living room, which you can see her if I rotate the camera. It's sort of silly. She's over there in the corner.
Yeah, it's hard
Hi.
to see
Hi.
that.
Closer to the liquor and hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, you're a smart girl, Betsy.
A party of one.
And yeah, that was my day. And Whitney and the boys came over early and surprised me with some beautiful sidewalk chalk art. And overnight, Hillary installed some honk because I'm 50 signs in my yard. And it's based on Kasamama's beautiful artwork with dots. And I've talked to a lot of you today already. And it's been so loved. I walked with Elizabeth. That was my first walk of the day. We did a walk and talk. Felt so loved. Amazing.
Good.
Good, honey. All right, well,
Carrie Lanier dropped off some kid art.
Oh,
She was on a walk.
nice.
Going by.
sweet girl.
Well, listen, if you expect real explanations of these outfits, we don't have them. We went to our closet.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so what Jenny and I will say now is that we started off with my derby hat and the first thing my mama gave me, and she just wanted to be naked. And so we are choosing.
Betsy Baker, we're going to need you to mute your phone.
I hear
That's Betsy Baker. That's Betsy.
Mom, you gotta mute.
No, 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 it's fine.
Gotta mute Betsy.
Yes,
Help us help you.
Here we go.
there I am.
And
There
we're
I am. I have my Elton John glasses and my tiara on my 50th birthday.
it's
Wow,
perfect.
that's nice.
Wow, that's impressive.
How about that?
That's
I
awesome.
love it.
Great.
My 50th birthday tiara has disintegrated probably. This is from this is from a later birthday, unfortunately. Anyway, it's good to see everybody looking so sparky.
Good to
Meryl,
see
I
you.
love
I have a que-
your mother's
I have a
painting, right?
question for,
I
Is
thought
that a
question for,
Franco?
yeah, tell us about the
Absolutely.
painting.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah, Meryl, tell us about your mom's painting.
I know I sat here on purpose. I know how much the Bakers love her artwork. So this is a light and a dark. There you go.
So
Plus
beautiful.
I'm on my phone, so I couldn't hit that screen. But this will
That's
do.
awesome. Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
thank you.
Michael and
Yeah.
Juliet, what about your get-ups? Are you a prince and princess? Or are you a Shah?
She's a flower child.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the last minute find, but I am. So it seems fitting to be the hippie for her party. And it's the only hat that I have, to be honest.
I love it.
You're
Michael,
a fun style too.
what about you guys, Michael and Juliet?
Are you talking to me? I'm going to tell everyone the Zoom trick that I'm doing.
Yes.
Mute yourself until you're ready to talk. Then you hold the space bar down. A little tip for everyone. Anyway, or Jennifer can mute everyone, and then you can just hold your space bar down when it's your turn. Anyway,
Where is your space bar?
we were told, everyone shut up because it's my minute. We were told to have a travel picture.
Yeah.
So I have a travel picture, and then I'm wearing my Indian sari, and Michael is wearing his fez, and a picture of our palace in India.
It's pretty. Why have you never invited us?
If you behave on the Zoom call, you might get invited.
That palace is so 94.
Wait, how did you get Michael to disappear like that? That's a neat trick.
I put him back in the bottle. I put him back in the Dini bottle.
I love it.
All right, I'm doing a change. Somebody else talk about their outfit. I have to do a change.
County, why don't you go? You're upper left-hand corner, so.
All right, I'll go for it. There's lots of activity behind me, but just looking for some adventuring days. I was supposed to have like either a tropical or Japanese background behind me, and my computer apparently will not do Zoom backgrounds. So a little out of place. But yes, just ready for festivals and free spirit and life.
Dig it.
Okay, Stuart.
I'm gonna skip for a second because I've got a visual explanation, so I'm gonna pass for a second.
Okay,
That's me, if anybody didn't know, behind him. That's one of my most iconic baby photos, Stuart. If you want to move your head to the left or right, it's when my teeth were growing in. So cute.
Iconic indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curtis, what's your background?
My background is a sunset in Los Angeles. I go to when I used to travel back in the old days for work. That was in Santa Monica.
What is this travel that you speak of?
It was on an airplane.
Tell us more about these adventures.
You would leave your house? What is this?
What is What is an airplane?
And I don't have any costumes. I need to go over to Kenny's.
You just need.
Believe me, you were born with Kenny's costume.
Yeah. With Kenny, if you're focusing on the parasol, you're focusing on the wrong part.
Kenny would fit right. He would fit in really well here in Midtown. That outfit would play.
I think Curtis is.
I know what he's
insinuating.
Okay,
Mr.
Eric. Yes.
Mr. and Mrs.
O'Brien?
Yes.
Our outfit was obviously modeled after Eric's hat. He inspired the sombrero. So we're supposed to have a Mexican background or
beach
or something to Chowning's suggestion. I have a tequila sunrise that I'm drinking, which is not my normal drink, but something fun.
I've got a Peroni that obviously says Mexico.
I think, yeah. He's off brand. He's off brand. He did not follow it up like brand. But he wanted to be shirtless too, and I was a little worried about that, but I don't know what I was worried about. I should have known.
Kenny, great minds. I was right there with you. We also have some artwork that you'll see behind us from our 5-year-old son, Jap.
Easter eggs, I think.
Easter egg work that
He's truly talented. He's gifted. We can all see that.
Someday, yes, you'll see his artwork on walls, but for now, just on windows.
Very good.
But happy birthday, Trudy. We wish we were here all together in person, but this is fun, right? Fun-ish.
So
Ish. Do this
it's really special.
Someday. It's special, right?
It sure is. The costume game is strong tonight, I have to say. This was a jacket that I planned to wear to Jennifer's 50th, but ultimately did not wear. It's like a disco ball made into a jacket. So there, it served another purpose for tonight.
Indeed. Hi, Miss Elizabeth.
And it's the new year.
You know, your hat reminds me of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I love it.
Love it.
Oh, yeah.
You have to push your space bar to unmute.
Thank you, Juliet. It's a genuine beaver vintage top hat that
love it.
My son. Yeah. And this jacket is a favorite for my archives from I wore this. Actually, I still wear this. But there's no real theme.
I love it.
If you had a
I feel like
You had purple hair. What happened to the purple?
You're the
The
split
hair was
unit.
getting a little scratchy. Is everyone else on the well, I guess Stuart is not in Atlanta, but everybody else is?
Oh.
It looks so sunny and nice here. I just found out that we're getting 7 inches of snow tonight.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sorry.
Such a blessing.
Sounds fun.
You're already home anyway.
Right. Wait, they might cancel school.
I get a snow day.
They get a snow day.
Elizabeth, what is this fabulous necklace that you have on? Oh wait, you're muted.
You're muted.
Space bar.
Not so good at this. This is a pearl choker of Isla's, my daughter, and then this is actually kind of a cool necklace, a beaded thing. You would like this, Trudy, I think. Yeah.
It's pretty.
All right, Miss
Lovely.
Whitney, Mr. Matt, you need to explain yourself.
I want to say how nice it is to see all these people who love Trudy all together.
It is nice. It's nice. Miss
We
Whitney,
all look like we fell down the same rabbit hole.
All right, Whitney, you're up.
Oh, sorry. I just want Juliet, the microphone police, to know that my microphone is not showing me because I called him with my phone, but I was muted until just now. Just so you know.
I like my title. Thank you.
We don't really have anything other than, Jennifer and Kenny were like, just be festive from the top up. So I was like, well, should we wear wigs? And then the answer to that question is yes, always. Like, why would you not wear a wig ever? So wigs it is. And little birthday shenanigans on top. And we love you. And then obviously our birthday necklace things around. And that's all. Just love.
It's a good look.
I will say, when I put this wig on and walked out to the garage, my oldest son, Miller, said, "Are you trying to look like Trudy for your birthday?" With the dark hair. So I was like, maybe so, maybe.
Whitney, when you guys showed up on the call today, I only knew it was you because it said Whitney Ott at the bottom of the screen. I wouldn't have known who had arrived to the call. So
it's me. It's me.
I think last but
Truly,
not least,
she has.
yeah. Meryl already.
Me?
Yes, you.
All right. First of all, somebody's got so much road noise going on right now. It sounds like they're lying in the middle of I-75. So congratulations, whoever that is. I'm sorry for you. I don't know what kind of life you're living, but you're living pretty close to the highway. This is Trudy doing Via Ferrata with us outside of Quebec City last year, which was an unbelievable experience, not for the faint of heart. We were not dressed for it. You get soaking wet. It was 50 degrees. We're in Canada, and it was a mere 4 hours of rock climbing up cliffs along this raging torrent. And this is Trudy as we got towards the top, and she was like, I was expecting her to be like puking up blood by this point, and no, instead she was loud and proud, and it was one of my great Trudy memories. So we dropped that in the background. As far as costumes,
we just opened up the kids' costume box.
Yeah.
And we were trying to be festive, so it was.
And we're matchy, so we got pink.
Sparkling.
Yeah.
We have a few other costume changes if you get bored.
We're very glam.
We pulled out we could find, but we keep fading in and out of the picture too. So
Yeah, we've got some kind of weird like thing going on where you can just disappear. It's an interesting.
we're on kind of a quarantine acid trip.
Also drunk.
That is from Elias's bar mitzvah, is it not?
It is. Oh, in fact, this is from Max's bar mitzvah. If you remember these glasses, guys. Oh, wait, there. Remember those guys?
Party to the max.
Party to the max. And this is Elias's bar mitzvah right here. Good eye, thank you.
I had mine on at our JS happy hour today, Trudy. So lots of just Kramer action on the.
And it was really cool because she had taken the sequins and made them say JS, which was pretty rad. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
it
Was not hard. It's a J and an S.
I will note that the gloves I'm wearing in that photo that's behind you are from Sochi, where Jennifer brought them back from the Olympics.
Well, there. Well, how about that?
And they're not at all good for the cold or the wet.
But they're so
not. No, that's why Trudy almost lost her hands that day. Thank you so much for that.
Anytime.
So Randall isn't describing the way that day ended, which was I thought I had actually succeeded in getting hypothermia.
Oh, yeah.
Legitimate. did not stop chattering at all, and I had to like find my way back to the minivan. Like just laid in the asphalt parking lot trying to warm up. It's the crazy. It might be the craziest thing I've ever done, aside from things that we might have done in high school under the influence. Mom, sorry. But yeah, I can't believe we did what we did.
It was epic, guys. I mean, I can't, the picture doesn't do it justice, but just know there's basically Niagara Falls under her right there. Oh man, it's awesome.
It's great.
So messed up. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Are we muted?
No, we're not. You're
Okay.
back on. Yeah.
So, guys,
I
can
would
we?
never mute you, honey.
Well,
Oh, good call.
that's a total lie. Why don't we start with Curtis? We'll go this way, and I like your background, Curtis. Curtis, you're muted, my brother.
Spacebar.
Hillary had to step out, so I added her back in.
Huge ass beers. That's the way you do it.
Does anybody know where that is?
Is that New Orleans?
That is New Orleans.
Hey, cool.
You know, I left Trudy a voicemail this morning, and I was super pumped that she's 50, because she probably isn't. But now I've got Stuart and Trudy in their 50s, and I'm smack in the middle. And I was really bummed out when she was still in her 40s, because I felt like she was so much younger than me, and I couldn't really talk to her at a level that 50-year-olds talk on. And so I'm really excited now, Trudy, we can have these conversations that you've been missing out on all your 40s and earlier.
What are they like about the AARP and like senior discounts and stuff?
The AARP is coming.
Jennifer had already warned me about that. There's a card almost
My
in the
card
mail.
arrived like 2 days before my birthday. I was so angry. I was like,
That's right. It came and threw it away.
Where's my phone? And Doug just hid it from you.
All right, I'm going to go back on mute before Juliet mutes me.
All right, guys, we're going to do a round robin of toast for Trudy. Who wants to go first? Anybody? Bueller?
We'll go.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So here's to Trudy's superpower, which is to somehow feel what everyone else is feeling in the moment that they're feeling it. I do not have this superpower. But Trudy really, really does, and it is a great gift to humanity, and it has never come in more use than right now, when people are feeling a whole lot of stuff. So Trudy, here's to your superpower. We love you. Thank you for everything. I cherish our relationship. I can't imagine my life not knowing you. Cheers.
Cheers. Woo.
Yay.
That is a superpower. I wish I had that, and I wish Eric had it. Eric does not.
Trudy also
Eric does not have it. No.
I don't have it at all. But Trudy also has another superpower that probably most of you guys don't know about. And I learned this about 20 years ago when she was a relatively new JS employee, and I was too. But I was very young and poor. She was a little bit older and less poor than I was. And she needed to get rid of a few things. And her superpower as a used car salesman and a used furniture salesman was incredible. She sold me the silver Honda Civic at a great deal. And it was a kind of a green, grayish sofa love seat. I don't know if it was a package deal, Trudy. Maybe you remember it was 2 separate transactions, but it was such a great deal that I got those 2 things, and I used them for like 5 years, and then I sold them 5 years later. And you'd think both of those assets would appreciate. They actually appreciated, and I sold them for like 50% more than she sold them to me for. So Trudy, I always
Of course you did. Of course
thank
you did.
you for those things you sold me.
That Honda, you must have put $100,000 on that Honda after having $100,000 when you bought it.
No,
That
it
has so many miles.
miles
So
on
many
it.
miles. So many miles.
Oh yeah, I put a
Worst
lot of miles
deals
on it.
I ever made.
Oh
Don't
man.
ever sell it to Eric. He'll get you. Don't do
I mean,
it.
Eric drove that used Honda till he was like a partner in JS. It was such a strong move. I had so much respect for the Honda.
True, and now he
I really did.
It's just
And Eric would ride with the like seat way back. I'm starting to disappear, but he would ride like ghetto style like this and listen to Pearl Jam super loud. That was his jam. Yeah.
Fortunately for me, Pearl Jam just came out with a new album, so we're having to listen to that on repeat. So
Yeah, it's not great. Just fair warning.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Trudy, cheers. We love you.
Nowhere near as great as
Love you guys.
friend.
Cheers.
Here. Cheers.
All right, director, who's next?
Stuart, would you like to go next? Because I really like your background.
Well, thank you. This is me in Vietnam with my alternate family. Back in Hoi An, I was felt really good to be reconnected with them for the first time since the war. But Trudy, I don't know. I'm not so great at toast, but this is really special to bask in your Trudiness today and see you surrounded, and clustered within the bosom of all friends and family. It's just such a reflection of everything that you are and have always been and will always be. So thank you.
Outstanding.
Cheers.
Bro, love you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That glass looks empty. Okay. Was there ever anything in it?
Not sure which glass you're referring to, but
Curtis, you're on.
I need more.
Okay, well, I can't bring it to you, but in the meantime, would you like to toast yourself?
Randall, strong game there. Getting the
I
whole
went
feathers
first,
out.
Jennifer.
Yeah, Curtis went.
Yeah, I am.
Go.
So good.
I'll go.
We want more.
I'll go.
You want one more?
Yeah, tell us a story, Curtis, and then we'll toast.
Oh, Curtis.
What's
I'll
the
go.
story you want to hear about? I got a lot of Trudy stories.
Tell the worst one or the best one.
Is Mom on?
Yeah.
I am on. Can you hear me?
I'm gonna go mute. I'm gonna go
Can you hear
mute.
me?
Somebody else.
Carol, how about you?
I'll go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Betsy,
Now,
go.
where did Betsy's face go?
I think
Oh, Grandma.
On the wall.
Hello.
No,
No,
go
you
help
keep
her.
telling me to touch something.
Off her face. Hold on, Betsy. You're
Hang on. What does this button do? Come on, let's do this.
It's time for you to.
hey, Curtis,
We
spill
have
it.
technical support in the same house.
Meryl, you want to go?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that better?
There you go. We got you now.
You can hear me?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't want trouble. Oh, I like the hat change. Happy birthday. I can't believe you're 50. I think now we've been friends for 50 years. And I was saying earlier, probably longer than that, Betsy, since you and my mom hugged and probably
Yeah, there it goes.
like you were
Oh,
pregnant.
but you don't see your picture.
It's okay. I'll get it. I'll get it. It's down at the bottom. Let's see here.
Carol, May 25th, baby. You're almost there.
I know, I'm down the corner. And I was just thinking of favorite Trudy memories for 2 minutes out, but walking together would, we could meet in the middle. Trudy had to go long because the driveway was, but we were on this rock by the Chattahoochee and somehow bring tons of chocolate.
Stop. We gotta get, hang on, stop. We gotta get Betsy muted. That's a mission critical. We gotta get Betsy muted. 'Cause that's where the feedback's coming from, I think. You were on this
Randall, you
incredible
were-
echo. It was like an 80s concert.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But it was a great toast, but it turned into like an REO Speedwagon concert. So just
I can do that. It's okay.
Okay, you're ready. Go.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Trudy?
totally. Totally.
Anyway, I can totally cut this short, but I will still go forward with the magical rock moments where Trudy, as she has always been, would be ready to hear anything, to share from her heart in a way like no other. You're just one of the most genuine people. And every time I see you, I literally feel like I'm on that magical rock, like all is well in the world, because you bring such a loving heart every time. And I know everyone on this call and so many more feel that. So you just keep shining brighter every year. I love you more and more. Wow.
Love
Cheers.
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 Betsy, would you like to go next?
Sure. Well, let me start by saying this is a huge hoax. Trudy is not 50. I don't want to disappoint all of you, but it's some kind of master plan. I don't know why you keep saying she's 50. I know that she's not. And why do they keep calling me grandma? I don't get that. It's all a hoax. It's all a hoax. But really, I remember the day well. And 50 years ago, and it was a very, very happy day. And it's been that way almost ever since. And love her dearly. How could I not, really?
Thanks, Mommy. We love you.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
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 Okay, baby.
Michael and Juliet?
Okay, I'm just gonna say, Trudy, happy birthday. I love you. I already gave you all my sappy thoughts on the birthday card. You have really taught me the meaning of friendship, and I think you were there when Michael and I locked eyes on that fateful night when we pissed off his girlfriend Jerry, and then the rest is history.
He was a really nice guy. I mean,
So Jerry was not a guy. Jerry was a girlfriend. Anyway, and I was thanking Betsy for her good work and her Labor Day, and also Trudy, I am breaking my sobriety for you.
Yeah.
I end up at tea party. You can remember it started tonight. And what do you want to say, hon?
oh, I get to talk. Wow, that's so exciting. Trudy, you got a 1,000,000-watt smile, and I love looking at it. And you have this innate sense of like the ability to connect with people of all different types. And I adore you. I'm not sure. I mean, you know from this call, or hopefully you do, that you're widely loved. There's people on this call who I spoke to today who were on your Israel trip, and I say Trudy, her birthday, and this person says, I love her. And it was just sort of a genuine, reflexive, visceral response that's widely held. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I love you, buddy. Cheers.
Would you like to be up next?
Did you say my name, Channing? Yes, sure. So I don't have a 50-year friendship with Trudy. I'm not quite there yet. Plus, we only met a couple years ago, but we became such fast friends. And if there's a day where we don't talk or don't text or don't see each other, it's actually a literally sad day at this point in life. And I so appreciate your friendship, your leadership and the ability to say all the crap and just be really crass and real with what's going on too, and do all the positive things as well. And you're just the most lovely, wonderful human being. And I still feel so fortunate that you're part of my life and one of my best friends. So cheers.
Love you.
Here.
Tony. Welcome to the group, buddy.
Thanks, friends.
Cheers.
Elizabeth, your turn, sweet girl.
Whew. All right. Let's see. I find this kind of challenging to do these toasts and on Zoom, but I'm rising above my discomfort, Trudy. Because I just love you so much. Trudy and I became really like best friends. I think it was the summer after our sophomore year when we did a summer program together. And then we just were like this. And I feel like you just really like, I mean, high school was really hard. We went to different high schools, but we were together all the time. And you really like saved me. You were just this, you and your family, I'm getting choked up. You were just this oasis for me. And then you've been so just meant so much to me my whole life. I can't believe how long it's been now. And I don't know, I was this afternoon, I was like thinking about you, and it's hard to put it into words, but I was thinking about how much I love you. And I just started sobbing. And I feel like I can't really do justice to all the qualities, just the attention, the total acceptance, your ability to like be totally silly and totally just serious, like you're up for anything, and you're always I just feel like you're always there for me, and always when I'm with you I feel really loved and like lovable, and you're so lovable, and it's just like I just thank you. And I also want to say that I just give a shout out to how beautifully you celebrate other people. So it's really special to celebrate you, and your Elias's and Max's bar mitzvahs, I have to say, were some of like the happiest days of my life, just celebrating with you. And you also like led the charge on my family 50th birthday celebration in Atlanta, like back in February, which was they are not great at celebrating. And Trudy was there just like getting the champagne, decorating the private dining room in my parents' retirement home, like getting people on board, creating the vibe, and just like showing people how it's done. And so anyway, I could obviously I could go on and on. I thought I was gonna have a hard time with this, and I can't be stopped. But I love you so much. Happy birthday, and I'm looking forward to the next 50 plus years with you. Love you.
Cheers.
Cheers. What a toast. Beautiful.
They're breaking me down minute by minute. Oh.
Is that everybody?
All of you.
The only ones.
We haven't gone, but there's a freaking leaf blower. We started. Can y'all hear us? There's a leaf blower. It just started 2 seconds ago. Okay. Matt's like nudging me to be like, good, you need to keep it short anyway. Not like talk too much. Anyway, just do this. He's been doing this earlier to me, so just do that if you can't hear because of the leaf blower. But, I was reflecting too, Trudy, and so I obviously met Trudy at Jackson Spalding, but we didn't get to know each other that first year. And I was thinking back, and I'm like, how could that even be? And I remember watching Trudy, and because she has this charisma, right? And you had that orange coat, and you were pregnant, and like you would always go past my cube to the bathroom like a million times. And I was like, who is this creature? She's always so artistic and beloved. And pregnant and peeing a lot. But I was like, I want to know her. So from the minute I laid eyes on you, you have just a magnetism. And you drew me in, and I wanted to know you, and it didn't take long. And from the minute I have known you, I've had all the same thoughts that I have now. They're just so much deeper as our friendship has deepened. You're absolutely one of my best friends. And, you know, you're like the soundbite queen. So I was like, damn it, how can I come up with some good sound bites about Trudy? But I can't. I failed. But I wrote down a couple. And they'll fail compared to you and Jay and your TVism abilities. But I was like, what is Trudy to me? You know, and you've always been that for you friend. You're like my for you friend. It's like if I'm in a shit mood, if I'm in an amazing celebratory mood, if I want to cry, if I want to just be, you're just for. And I know that's true for everybody, not just me, but you're really just that for you friend. And it means so much, and it is a rare, rare gift, like Randall talked about. You never have judgment. Like, there's just zero judgment. It's like you're not capable of it, which is also why I think you just have that magnetism to pull people in, because everyone feels so genuinely safe with you. You understand people. You meet them you meet them where they are. And you've always done that for me. You're my morning wake up call. You know, every morning I get in the elevator and someone's like, "Are you on the phone?" I'm like, "Oh, it's Trudy." You know, I always know where you are. You know, more than Matt half the time. And then I was reflecting on just like I've known you, you know, as long as I've known Matt, and I was like, you know, Trudy, you not only been there for all of our big moments, I think you've helped orchestrate nearly all of them. And that's what I mean. You're just that for you friend who just goes above and beyond for other people all the time, and you make everyone feel like they're the only thing that matters. And it is, I think that's what we all want to do for you right now so much, is for you to know that you matter so much to all of us. And we would do anything for you because we know, you know, you've done that for all of us. All right, I'm not being short now, but my last thing that I'll say is my favorite musical, and one that you like too, says, Wicked is what I'm quoting. Who's to say if I've been changed for the better, though I do believe I've been changed for the better, because I knew you and have known you, I've been changed for good. And I love you so much. Cheers.
Love you.
Love you, Trudy.
Cheers.
Wow. I wish the quarantine on anyone, but you guys are keeping it on. This is unreal. A little overwhelmed.
Well, I guess
Love.
you and me are last.
I'd like to go first because I don't want to follow her. So Trudy will forever be my running buddy, even though it's been many, many years since either of us could run a fucking mile or two.
Language.
But she will forever be my running friend. And we ran the San Diego Marathon together. It was both of our first marathons. And we had these amazing training runs around Trudy's neighborhood. I remember our 20-mile run was just like, dang, this is so easy. We're just going to knock it out of the park. It's fantastic. Until we got to San Diego. And so the whole time we're running in San Diego, we're very slow, both of us, which is why we run well together. And so the whole time we're running, I'm saying, Trudy, you can do it. This is great. We're doing great. You know, and Trudy wasn't really saying much. And so we finished the race. Feel horrible, but, you know, we have a few drinks. Woo, we're celebrating. And then Jennifer tells me, I don't know, a couple of days later.
This wasn't the marathon.
Jennifer tells me like a few days later that all Trudy wanted to tell me was just shut the F up. Enough with your encouraging. Just be quiet.
She's like, I don't think it was the marathon. I think it was like your 20 and 22-mile runs here in Atlanta. She'd be like, he's so positive. Not this.
That was truly the highlight of my short-lived running career, doing it with Trudy, and
it was amazing. I will say I hit a wall at like mile 6, which is unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. It had not happened in any training run. Just every muscle how I was going to get through it. And I mean, I will say Kenny's incredible positivity, while it was so annoying, along with the band every mile. They're not good bands, they're bad bands. With the Rock and Roll Marathon, they were so bad. I did not think I just didn't know how to make it. And Kenny stuck with me the entire time when he could have just run at his own pace and made it and had a better time. And I'll never forget that. You stuck with me. I mean, honestly, I didn't know how I was going to finish that race. It was so hard.
Poo-poo.
No idea.
Well, listen, Trudy, I love you like a sister. I do. And I'm so blessed to know you.
You got a lot of them.
He does.
Yeah.
He's already
I
got
do.
4.
And but you're my favorite. I love you. Over to her.
It's too easy. That's too easy for me.
It's funny.
I have to grow up with
The
you.
whole time he's talking, I'm thinking, welcome to my whole life. He's the reason I'm not on antidepressants, because he keeps me happy and annoyed at his happiness. So it works well.
Okay, can we say this for Kenny's 50th birthday, please?
Trudy, you and I, you remember we met on a story? I was there shooting some god-awful meeting, hanging out in the hallway, not wanting to be there, and you and I started talking. And it was like, and you know, we were dumb 29-year-olds at the time, because we've known each other 20 years, which is crazy. But it took me a long, long time to realize the very simple reason that I knew I wanted to be your friend as soon as I met you. And it's because everyone else has their mask on in the world and you didn't. And you see exactly who you are the moment you meet you. And in this frenetic, fractured world, you see people, like you see them and they feel seen. And what everyone said about you, I just would say, yes, 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 yes to everything I've heard. But I also think of all the years that we've spent on our morning drives to our jobs saying, are we going to regret that we didn't enjoy this time in our lives more? Because it feels really hard. And like, are we going to look back and be mad at ourselves that we didn't revel in it? And what I think now is that this is what being an adult is, and all we do is the best we can. And when I was young and wanted to buy Jordache jeans and a hair crimper because I thought that's what being an adult was, that's not what being an adult is, and a lot of it's hard. And I can't imagine doing it without you, without being able to call you and rail about anything and feel horrible about myself and doubt myself. And the way that we have been able to pick each other up as needed through the years, it's something I never want to live without. So I love you so much. It pains my heart and I don't want to cry, but I'm so glad you're 50 now because I'm not alone.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Of course.
I just want to say, as a mother, you would expect me to say all these wonderful things, which I feel about my daughter. But to hear others express so much love, admiration, gratitude, makes me feel so good and proud, and that Trudy is the person who she is. And I always like to say, don't give me any credit, don't give me any blame for any of this. But I'm so happy that she has all of you to support and love her forever. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, amen, Mom.
Amen.
Love you.
So Trudy,
I'd hug you if I could.
we were trying to think of a appropriate finale for your Zoom birthday party. And you know, the only talented person in all of these Hollywood Square boxes is Mr. Randall. So he is going to sing you out for your birthday. Hey, Randall, I have a question, Zoom question first.
Doug, does Doug want to say something? Doug?
Oh, Doug, would you like to toast your wife?
Yeah, I would like to toast my wife, I suppose. First, I'd like to toast y'all. Like Grandma said, y'all are awesome, and y'all, your appreciation of Trudy is awesome, and it feels great to bask in love that reflects off of Trudy from y'all. And you know, toast, yeah, you could do a rye toast or a dry toast. But after all y'all went, I feel like that would get me in a bit of a jam. So maybe I ought to butter her up and go for a toast that just expresses how much I love you. And the reason I follow you around like a puppy dog is because you are the sun around whom we all revolve. So, too many more.
Many more trips around the sun. There you go, buddy. So guys, there's one way this goes well and 99 ways this goes really bad on Zoom. Okay? So we're gonna see if we can work together and make it good. Let's everybody, I'm looking at you, Betsy Baker. Let's mute our lines here and see if this thing can hold. I'm already getting like internet connection unstable things.
Dude,
like,
you cannot boss around Mama Baker like that. You just can't do it.
I'm just trying to keep the technicals on board. I'm just trying to keep the technicals.
Whitney, mute your phone.
I'm looking at you. Looking at you, Whitney. So the one concert I ever went to, I've been to a lot of shows. The one time I ever went to a show with Trudy, I've been to several with Doug. One time with Trudy was Elvis Costello. So this is a tune by Elvis Costello. We're gonna see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing that I want to know. What's so funny about this love and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about this love and understanding? As I walked on through troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. So where are the strong and who are the trusted? Where is the harmony, sweet harmony? And each time I feel like slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Who are the strong and who are the trusted? And where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? with Elvis.
Sweet Harmony.
Sweet Harmony, that's right.
That was beautiful.
Amazing.
Sure
That was
thing.
beautiful.
Well, I could keep drinking with you all night, but Jennifer, how do you want to do it? How do you want to do it next?
I don't know.
Well, I didn't.
I had it planned up to you. I didn't have anything planned beyond that.
Right on.
I feel like you're the perfect cherry.
Lily's gonna sing a song. Oh yeah.
Trust me, I'm not.
Um,
One wants that.
so I don't know if Stuart was still on, but that
we lost.
Randall would have absolutely blown his mind. But we have the recording.
We have
he and I got to get together.
So the reason.
Oh, you're recording? Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, that was amazing, and I mean, Stuart really was the one who got me into Elvis Costello, and so I've been to a concert with you. I've been to many concerts with Doug. I've been with Kenny and Jennifer. I mean, it's like that. What an amazing song to pick, and just so beautifully done. I had no idea you knew any Elvis Costello songs.
I didn't. I emailed Doug and I'm like, we're gonna do a song. I was like, what about Elvis Costello? And he immediately like nailed it. He's like, peace, love, and understanding. I'm like, done. And that was a week ago.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Randall, that's awesome. You learned that this week?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How is that even possible? Hello, Alex. Welcome to the party.
Turns out rock and roll is not that hard musically.
I mean, I guess I would just love to say, like, I feel completely loved. I mean, it's unbelievable that you can feel so deeply loved at a distance. I had no idea it was possible. Just all of you. I can't.
Most of us over here. Someone's getting attacked by a dog.
Hold, repeat.
I'd like to
in the next group.
raise a glass to Jennifer and Kenny for pulling all this together.
Yes, here.
An empty glass, by the way.
Well done, guys. Kenny, are you cold? I mean, your nipples could probably cut black right now.
They could, actually. Thank God it's a beautiful night outside.
They're nice and
Jennifer.
It's not that warm outside.
Oh.
Jennifer, I got a question.
Yes.
What birthday party was it when you and Trudy were wrestling on the ground?
Whoa.
Hey, hello. What birthday
It was one of your
that?
birthdays.
Video of that?
She looks like she's in denial. She's not going to share.
You
I
both
think
were
that was
wrestling.
New Year.
We were wrestling. Now listen.
It was definitely New Year's.
That was probably New Year's, not a birthday. But good
That
memory.
was
Curtis.
still pretty good, though, wasn't it?
We used to do New Year's. We used to do New Year's party. And I think we had prizes. We were wrestling over a prize or something.
Were we? Oh my God.
Who was it?
Curtis.
Sorry. Just a question.
You're not sorry. You're sorry, actually.
I'll go back on mute.
That was the greatest question of the whole thing. Well done.
Well, Trudy, we love
I'm
you.
just
And I hope you can see what we see in you, which is just a beautiful, wonderful person who deserves happiness and not to be hard on herself and to soak it up.
You're here.
Well,
Yes.
I am soaking it up. You guys have no idea. Just straight in. It's incredible.
Judy, one more
Love
thing.
you all so much.
Could you look at that proposal tonight? Before we get to the client? I really need another second set of
Yeah,
eyes.
you know she will.
He's gonna have really quick feedback on that proposal.
Yes.
Just
All right, I'm going to go back to sheltering in place, guys.
All right.
Love
you, Trudy.
Love you guys.
Happy birthday.
See ya.
Happy birthday.
Judy, happy birthday.
We're crowning. Thank you so much.
So much.
Gilligan, we love you, Gilligan.
Yes, Gilligan. We love you.
Great job.
Bye.
Bye, Michael. Love you.
Bye.